Did you know that we have two endangered species on the refuge? The first one is the southwestern willow flycatcher. This small songbird migrates to Mexico and Central America in the winter and returns to willow and cottonwood thickets in Arizona and New Mexico each spring to nest and raise its young. Their population has been declining due to loss of riparian habitat in the Southwest and was put on the endangered species list in 1995. Brown-headed cowbirds also affect the flycatcher by dumping flycatcher eggs out of the nest and depositing cowbird eggs in their place, which the flycatchers then unknowingly raise, a process called nest parasitism. Biologists estimate 900 to 1,000 breeding pairs remaining in its range. The southwestern race is a subspecies of the willow flycatcher and has very subtle differences in color, size, and shape, so they are very hard to tell apart. So hard, in fact, that even field biologists have to use their call for identification, which is still difficult. Can you hear the difference? The southwest willow flycatcher is somewhat paler and has a slightly different wing-to-tail length ratio. It is also lacking the eye ring of other willow flycatcher species. The second endangered species is a fish called the Rio Grande silvery minnow. The very adaptation that used to make it thrive in the Rio Grande is now causing its rapid decline. A rising river in the spring triggers spawning. 24 hours after the eggs are laid, the larvae hatch and they can swim in just 3 to 4 days. What's wrong with this, you ask? The eggs can float. This means after they are laid, they float down the river and eventually end up in Elephant Butte Reservoir where they get eaten by other fish. Only in the past half-century has the minnow's floating egg become its Achilles heel. The species' steady decline coincided with flood control and river channelization projects that began in the 1940s. Noticing a theme here? Soon after the minnow was listed as endangered in 1994, biologists began collecting and relocating minnows upstream, as well as conducting minnow rescue operations when parts of the river went dry. In the past, these efforts have been no more than desperate measures to stave off extinction. The idea of ferrying minnows from lower reaches of the river to higher reaches on a regular and ongoing basis is under debate. The balancing act will continue, but the eventual goal, of course, is to remove human hands from the picture so that the species can sustain itself. By working to save these two species, we are really trying to save the river. When species start to disappear, it is an overall indicator of the conditions of our waterways.